The Bengals offense bounced back in a big way in Sunday's win over the Cardinals, and JaMarr Chase is a huge, huge reason why. My thoughts on the Bengals star wide receiver, some comments that I've heard over the past couple of days about the 23-year-old, and much, much more right here on Cincinnati Bengals Talk. Hi again, everyone, and welcome in to CBT. I'm James Rapien of allbengals.com. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell. And the Bengals, well, they are back, at least for 1 week. The Bengals beat up on the Cardinals. Their offense scored 27 points, and there's still plenty of room to grow. And I will have another video breaking that down on Tuesday before we start looking at the Seahawks and dive into the Seattle Seahawks ahead of the bye week and what is a really, really big game for the Bengals. But a couple more thoughts on this Bengals offense, specifically the best player on the offense, not named Joe Burrow, and his name is JaMarr Chase. JaMarr was insane on Sunday against the Cardinals. I talked to someone in the building who called him special, which goes without saying, but the deep ball, just the deep ball. Let's take away the other 14 catches. The deep ball he made look so easy, and it's not easy. In fact, there are zero people watching right now, probably outside of JaMarr Chase, that could have caught that ball if he is watching. So shout out to JaMarr if you're watching. Two, there aren't any or very few, I would say, receivers in the league that could have made that catch, because tracking that ball was extremely tough. Burrow, perfect throw, but the way Chase was running, he had to hit the afterburners to get there. And so you're thinking like Tyreek Hill and insert whoever else that has the speed to get there. Like, there aren't many guys in the league that make that catch. JaMarr is one of them. And this isn't a receiver debate. This is that play specifically debate. There's a handful, maybe five, probably less. JaMarr is one of them. And it's funny, he got off to such a slow start this year, and this Bengals offense did, and yet he's on pace to break records. Bengals records, NFL records. JaMarr Chase today has 34 catches over the past 3 games. He's on pace for 150 receptions, 150. That would be an NFL record if he finished with 150 catches this year, which would not only break Marvin Harrison's record of 149 that he had with the Indianapolis Colts, it would shatter TJ Houshmandzadeh's 112 receptions that led the NFL way back in 2007. That's also a Bengals team record. So JaMarr Chase continues to break records. He obviously did it the other day with his 15 catches in a game against the Cardinals that knew the ball was going to Chase. And Cardinals head coach Jonathan Gannon was frustrated afterwards. And I think that's the beauty in what the Bengals did. And you need to give, at least I'm going to give, Zach Taylor credit, Brian Callahan credit, Joe Burrow credit, because they moved him around. They put Chase in different positions, and he's so versatile. He's such a smart football player. You can do that, and he can win doing that, whether it's the slot, whether it's the X position, whether it's Z. If T. Higgins is out, play JaMarr everywhere and make it tough to guard him, motion him, do everything you need to get him free, and they did that. The screen game was really effective, and there weren't any explosives on it, but 8 yards here, 9 yards there, really, really important. It's an extension of the run game when you can get JaMarr the ball in space like that, because the first guy rarely brings JaMarr Chase down. And so when you look up, and a lot of this production came against the Rams and then it came against the Cardinals, but JaMarr's on pace for 150 catches, over 1,600 yards, 1,618 yards, if my math is correct, and 10 touchdowns. 2 of the 3 would be Bengals records. The receptions would be an NFL record. So buckle up. If you have him in fantasy football, you are smiling today because he's been balling the past couple of weeks. I expect it to continue. And obviously, as Joe Burrow gets healthier and healthier, JaMarr Chase, his production is just going to continue. And I think the big plays are what's next. JaMarr currently averaging just over 10 yards a catch. I expect that to go up. I think the receptions could come down a little bit, but the yards could go up. And so we could see a guy that ends up with 135 catches or 140 catches this year and 1,750 yards and 14 touchdowns, where the pace changes, where it's more touchdowns, more yards, and the catches dip just a little bit, but the efficiency, the explosiveness is there. So we'll see if it is there. But JaMarr Chase, he is a problem for opposing defenses, and he's reminded the entire NFL that over the past few weeks. I expect that to continue this week against Seattle. We will look ahead to that game coming up this week. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring the bell as we get closer and closer to 40,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for watching. For Andrew Fox Miller, our channel coordinator, I'm James Rapien, signing off for now on CBT, Cincinnati Bengals Talk.